Today we doing which NBA player would you call. We got a list of different scenarios and you just gotta pick which NBA player you would get for that situation. So the first question is, what NBA player would you want to go on a two-man with?
You know, this one pretty easy for me. I'm gonna be an NBA player too for that day. I'm gonna be telling them that I play for, the Chicago Hawks. So I gotta make my story believable. I can't go on a two-man with like Bobo. He like 7'3", I'm like 5'8", so it ain't gonna be believable. But I feel like if I call my nigga Spud Webb, we damn near like the same height. I'm gonna be like, yeah, this is my backcourt duo. So I'm gonna call my nigga Spud.
On a two-man, you need some people that's gonna play their role, right? So my guy Cole Anthony had to come off the bench this year, so he knew how to adjust to his role. And that's what we need on a two-man. Somebody's gonna adjust to their role. So I wouldn't want to go on a two-man with anybody other than Cole Anthony.
There's no reason you should have Cole Anthony number. But alright, so this question really made me think. I'm a selfish ass nigga, so my initial thought was Magic Johnson, because I'm sure you're gonna be the only nigga because they're not gonna fuck his ass. But I'm not gonna be selfish. I want to share the love. So the person that I knew I needed to call is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Because, bro, they don't call him the Greek freak for nothing. He get down and shit. He probably gonna do some nut shit that I can learn from. You know what I'm saying? Not to me though, to the girl. We gotta identify that for real. Make sure it's clear.
So, I try to find out who gets the most hoes. So I end up going with Wilt Chamberlain.
That's a nice pick. I like that.
He had over 1,000 bodies during his career. We like twins for real, locked in. I know he gets some bad hoes, so I know the bitch is gone. So,
Question number 2. Which NBA player would you let date your daughter? Or should we do winners?
Yeah, let's do winners.
Let's do winners. Yeah, let's do winners. You ready?
Hell yeah, I'm ready.
Talk to me.
So, NBA player I chose was Devin Booker. He looked like a cupcake ass nigga. He can't protect it. Just look like he ain't on shit.
Why you keep looking at me, nigga?
Alright, so this was very simple for me. Who I wouldn't want my daughter to date. It's Miles Bridges. It's Miles Bridges, bro. All of this is allegedly. Relationships, they're like a struggle, like a battle. And he's known to win those battles in his relationships. But that's my pick.
I thought me and Moses was gonna have the same one. I thought his head was where my head was at. Pause. I said pause.
keep going, resume.
I said Kevin Durant because when things get rough, KD gonna up and leave. So so I had to say KD, and that's my pick.
Well, I don't know why y'all said two Suns players for wouldn't, but for an NBA player I wouldn't let date my daughter. I'd say John Morant. He just doesn't have his head in the right places. It's one of those kids, your parents tell you stay away from. He's a young buck. He wants to be a wild child. I'm not really fucking with that.
Alright, so the next category is call if you get jumped.
Alright, so we got here Mr. 23, himself, Draymond Green, top 5 player in the league right now.
What?
Draymond, it's just, he knocked out Jordan Poole, one hit. Boom. Draymond, he just don't give a fuck. And
G6K.
what's scarier than a nigga is a nigga that don't give a fuck. Nigga that don't care about life.
That's a very solid pick. I like that a lot, actually. But I feel like it's not the best pick. Getting jumped, it's like odds stacked against you. It gotta be a nigga who's fearless. So we got Isaiah Stewart. Because if y'all recall, I think LeBron hit him with an elbow to the face, and he was running through security and players to get to LeBron. I needed a nigga with that type of mentality, so Isaiah Stewart.
So I had Draymond Green as well, but I had to change it. Like Mosin said, you need somebody who don't give a fuck, and I also need somebody who done been through some shit. This guy, he was homeless for a minute. So Jimmy Butler, he got that dog in him, and I had to use the bubble pictures. He ain't had no haircut. He really looked like he cares.
This whole jumping thing, I'm not a fan of getting jumped or jumping people. But I'm like, if I'm getting jumped, I probably should call up a snake myself. So I'm gonna call up Patrick Beverly.
Oh, that's good.
Because
He got hood tendencies.
yeah, he snaked my guy CP3.
That's real.
And Chris, he hit him and hurt his back. I ain't fucking with that. But yeah, if I'm getting jumped, I'm gonna call up my guy Patrick Beverly.
Next scenario: which player would complement y'all games in a 2v2?
Well, you know, if y'all don't know how I play, I'm a shooter. I can shoot the lights out, but I only like playing with people that can shoot too. And I like playing with taller players, you know. So I'm gonna call it my guy KD. You know, we like a 1-2 combo. Like, I can shoot, KD can shoot, I can rebound, KD can rebound. We both underrated on the defensive end, so I'm gonna call my guy KD. We both got that chip on our shoulder.
So like Adon said, he liked to shoot. He can't shoot as good as me, but you know, he's good. He's a decent shooter. And I like playing with people who can shoot as well. I don't really care about the size thing, because it's always harder behind it. So if I need a
Just
shooter...
worry about like the motion of the ocean, bro.
Exactly. So size don't matter, it's just about the motion. And what player has better motion out the basketball? I'm going with the best shooter of all time, you know, Steph Curry. Bro, we don't need to get in the paint. We was about to shoot from 30. That's easy money right there.
Well, y'all, KD, Curry, Like a shooter in the NBA, cool, bruh. But here's the thing, you know what I'm saying? I stopped hooping in 9th grade, bruh. I'm not a hooper no more. But shit, I got that dog in me, so you know, I'm a do a lot of fouling, or play great defense, and I'm gonna just spot up, play my role. But you know, since I'm not the best, I need someone who gonna make me better. And there's only one man who can, you know,
Who can make you do what you want to do?
who could make me do what I want to do, who could elevate me.
You must be talking about this.
It gotta be a nigga who done took some shitty ass niggas to the promised land. But look, man, it's only one nigga we could choose, man. As you can see,
The baby picture.
as you can see, LeBron fucking James, bro. Because I'm gonna just spot up, give LeBron his space to work. You know, if they claps on him, he gonna kick it out to me. LeBron, he got Dimer Hall of Fame, so I'm gonna knock that bitch down. Even if I don't, LeBron is a very underrated rebounder. He just does everything. Like KD, you're forgetting the part that he's a snake and a bitch. Once y'all get down, he gonna go join other teams. Steph Curry, I kind of like that pick, but on the defensive end of the ball,
You won't be on this team.
here y'all go. Basketball.
I would lose to my team. KD can't guard Steph, you can't guard me.
Bro, I'm gonna guard KD. And Steph gonna guard
God.
So, you know, I was trying to find a two-way. Like, I'm a two-way player. Like to play defense and play offense. So, I picked Paul George, you know. Famous picture of him dropping Chris Paul. You want to see it?
Yeah, I wanna see it.
Oh, I got you.
Hey, that's Chris.
That's Chris.
It took me in football.
Ugh.
That's Chris.
So, try to find a two-way player. You know, they picked some defensive liabilities.
Which NBA player would you want to commit a crime with?
Alright, so this one, you know, it gave me a little trouble, I won't lie. Like, what NBA player would I want to do a crime with? When this question was first asked, I'm like, John Morant got criminal history, but you see how quick he switched up. But then I'm like, there's one player I think we could do the crime, but we wouldn't even have to do the crime, because he just a scary looking nigga. We could probably get away with a lot of stuff without having to actually hurt anyone. So I'm thinking, my nigga Bobo. You know, he's just an ugly looking nigga, but he's scary too. He like 7 feet. So I'm thinking we could probably rob a bank, not have to pull out any weapons. We could probably kill somebody. They just look at him. So like, we could probably do a lot. Pause.
Like what? What y'all gonna do?
Like crimes.
Collaborate naked?
Nah.
Would you want to see Bobo naked?
No.
Do you aspire to see him naked?
No.
How big do you think it is?
I don't know.
You think it's bigger than yours?
I don't know.
Him or you in a sword fight?
I don't know.
Are you a spitter or swallower?
I don't know.
You should have said neither.